And we're live.
Live. There-
Live. I
Nice.
was plugging my ear and then I realized that I had headphones on.
You got to be
Oh,
careful with those things.
Maybelle wants to say hello, by the way. She's here. She's hanging out. So she was just reaching up at the microphone. So if you heard a little tap tap tap, it was because my cat was saying hi.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm a certified cat mom. It's kind of in my blood.
Yep. Well, you've
Do
got
you like cats?
no. I'm
You
kidding.
don't like cats.
No, I do. I
Get
like
out of here.
no, no. See, no, the funny thing is that cats. I do well with cats. Cats usually like me, for the
Yeah,
most part. So do dogs. Like I like them both, and I've had both as pets over the years. Um, but
right.
but Ange is allergic to cats. Um,
Oh, okay.
some dog hairs. So it and then Connor, her oldest, was had issues that way too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Alyssa
Well,
has lots of like she's got a couple of cats.
yeah, I was
Um,
gonna say Alyssa is the animal person.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is also funny though, because when I was first allergy tested, my number one allergy was cats. Um, and
Okay.
then I just decided, well, I really like cats. So
Okay.
I'm gonna exposure therapy myself here and hope for the best. And now here I am. So
Okay. So
maybe I'm not thriving, I don't know, but I've climatized.
you are allergic to cats, but you have cats.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
thank
Okay.
you. Yeah, when I
Wow.
first got Maybelle, the first few weeks were pretty bleak. I was, like, so sneezy and congested and all that kinda stuff, but now, like, we cuddle, she lays on my face all the time, and, like, I don't have hives the same anymore. I tend to get more reaction from Ellie, so I feel like it could be a hair coarseness thing. Um, Anyways, this is not an interesting podcast conversation, but you
Nice.
can
That's
climatize to your allergies.
okay. Right.
Yeah.
Welcome
So,
to the cat lady on Coffee Talk. Yes.
welcome. Yes, cat lady, certified cat lady. How are you?
I'm good. We got back yesterday from Austin, Texas.
Oh, nice.
Climatizing. Um,
Yes.
yeah, and so it was a good trip. It was a good opportunity to visit with my sister, and she's doing well. She had a hip replacement, so surgery went great, and she's good. That's where my I had that wonderful hair thing going on last week
I
outside the
like
hospital.
that. Yeah. There was some wind happening there.
Yeah, but we had it was yeah the temperature was certainly a little warmer than it was here.
Yeah.
Uh, and I do look forward to going back and visiting my sister and actually going downtown Austin, because we just didn't that opportunity wasn't there this time around. And going back to Austin city limits, like Austin has quite a storied past in music, that I'd like to experience.
Very cool. And what is some of that? Give us a brief description for those that might not know.
Well, see, there used to be an actual television show called Austin City Limits,
Mhm.
and I watched that as a young teenager, and it wasn't just country, and this is the unique thing about Texas music in general. Um, it they have their own sound,
Oh,
and
cool.
yeah, and and I'm going to connect it with Canada. And what it is, I'll jump with what we have in Canada is we've got our East Coast, right? We've got a Celtic backdrop within, right? We've got an Ottawa Valley uh, directive. We've got and then we've got the French culture as well, right?
Right.
So we have,
We.
yeah, well, so what happens is our version of country music is a lot wider than Nashville, as an
Yeah.
example, right?
Mhm.
And so if you go to Texas, you're going to find the same thing, is that they have rootsier artists, they have
Mm.
rock artists, they have, stuff that wouldn't necessarily win in Nashville, but it does in Texas, and they sell at arenas, and they sell
Right.
lots of, that like they do well. They're well known in that state.
Yeah.
Uh, and so that's and so yeah, and over the years, as I look back at a singer songwriter, let's say John Prine, or some of the older country guys that were a little unique. And I like this one. I like that one. And I do the research. They're from Texas.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so that, yeah. And I'd like to be, I'm going on a limb here, is I'd like to try releasing a song down there.
Ooh, I like that idea.
In literally just
Just
Texas.
that vicinity and see.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they have a little different, singer-songwriter approach. You never know.
Very cool. I love that. It's kind of like I mean, I'm a big fan of like Canadiana and Canadian music. I think it's really cool. And honestly, like even thinking on stories that I've heard about the Tragically Hip, like they were, and obviously they're like, one of the number one Canadian bands of all time, probably, but they went across to the States to play like super indie shows because no one knew who they were. And
Right.
so it was all these like boaters and stuff like that from Canada that figured out that they would play these like bars in the States and go across for these super intimate, Tragically Hip shows. And they would just rock it and have fun because it was like they didn't break through in the same way in the States
Right.
because they were so Canadian. And I don't know, I think that's so cool.
Well, see, and again, you could list some other ones too. Blue Rodeo, brilliant Canadian band. In the States, it's like, well, I don't get it. Are you're country or you rock? It's like, well, can't you be both?
Yeah.
And that didn't work. The Bare Naked Ladies until the what was the TV show?
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, until that song. And a couple there's quirky songs. They weren't sort of recognized. The Rankin family, Great Big
Love the
Sea,
Rankins. Yeah.
again, caught a little in between country rock roots, whatever you want to classify that.
Yeah.
And you have to be sort of in these narrower positions in the States.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's so cool. But yeah, it's so true. Like there's these little micro hubs of genre. And I don't I the older that I get, the cooler that I think niching down is.
Well, see, and that's that. Here's a name from the past: is Bob Kingsley used to do an interview,
Mhm.
and when I got signed to the States, I did a bunch of media, and he interviewed me, and he asked me about could I explain the Canadian music scene to him, like how is it different, and he was surprised I had an answer, and I brought up everything I've already said to you about the diversity in our country in coming up with country music, but also too that we have a 10% of the population, which means you take a market like a mid-market like Kitchener, where you've got 7 radio stations. That same market in the States has 37. And so then you can be very specific as to what you program. And so on top of we having a different style of music to start with, then we have less stations. So that means we're probably playing a little wider music. And then you got the CanCon rule, which is Canadian. So, and now that's what I grew up listening to the radio,
Yeah.
right? As
Yeah.
well as records. And so as an artist, you get inspired by what you think country music is, right?
Totally. Yeah.
And Nashville's is a little narrower.
Totally.
And that's not me saying Nashville's isn't good. What I'm saying is it's just not as wide.
But even like, I grew up in Kingston, which isn't a border town, but we weren't too far from the border in like certain parts. And so we listened to the Kingston station, and then there was Froggy 97, which was out of the States. And
Right.
so it was like vastly different catalogs of music depending on which station you were listening to. I'm sure Sarnia is the same way, right? Like you're right on the border, so you're going to get a diversity in the music that they play. And even when you do go to the States, if you're driving through, you're going to hear a bunch of artists that like you wouldn't necessarily hear up here because they haven't broken nationally. I don't know. I think it's cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
And you're right about that, because that's what I found too, watching in those days, being down there. I'm going back to the mid '90s, right? And I'm watching their version of CMT, like the video, and I'm seeing people I've never heard of, like a video. And what that is it's like we hear the top 40,
Right.
but we we don't hear from 40 to 70,
Right.
right?
The
And so,
people that are just there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally. That's so fun. I like this conversation. This is cool. Okay, so just I want to hold on. I'm going to get my microphone out
Okay.
because it's officially time to tell you what national day it is today. I
Okay.
love this pen. If anybody can find another pen that has a microphone on the end of it, please let me know because I feel like I need just a backup just in case.
Hmm.
So Jamie, do you have any idea if what national days it is today?
You never tell me because this is thick. Let's.
You're right. I never tell you
Yes. Okay.
because I want to, leave it a secret. It is National, drum roll, wear your pajamas to work day.
Oh.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
also true because I wore this shirt to bed last night. And
Okay.
I got up super early. I haven't really been able to I've been waking up really early or really odd times. I was up at like 3:30. Yes, not last night, the night before. Had like so much on my brain and I was like, okay, try and get to sleep, try and get to sleep. Anyways, I ended up, but today I was up at 5:15 and I was like, this is ridiculous. So after a while of trying to go back to sleep, I was like, well, I guess I'm just up. So I was up before the sunshine today.
Huh.
I heard the birdies wake up.
Nice. Okay.
And they sound so happy in the morning. Anyways, it's National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day, which is great for anybody that works at home. Just remember, wear your dress shirt on top, pajama pants on the bottom. If you're on Zoom, no one knows.
Okay.
Okay, hot take. It's National Eggs Benedict Day.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Do you like Eggs Benedict?
I do. Uh-oh. Oh, you don't. Oh, it's the hollandaise sauce. Oh,
And the eggs, to be honest. And listen, I am a very particular egg. I guess I can put this down for a second. I'm a very particular egg kind of person.
Hmm.
I have some stuff with textures, which is why you and I are friends. I feel like we connect on certain things like that. I worked as a head hostess for many years at a place that was famous for their breakfasts. And when people ordered eggs Benedict, because that was one of their famous things, and they've taken this hollandaise sauce and smeared it all over their plate to get every last drop. And then you have to come up and pick up the plate. Your thumb goes in hollandaise sauce that other people have already eaten.
Okay.
And it was enough. Also, poached eggs, that's weird. It's odd. I don't know.
Hey, I don't think that you can. I love eggs, so
Okay.
you can't really kill an egg for me. Meaning,
Okay.
like places you want to do them over easy, you want to do them poached, you want to do them. It's like
You're just happy with them.
Contradict myself. Sunny side up is not necessarily, but
Goopy.
I'm cool there too.
Yeah.
But now, if I have it right, with the hollandaise sauce, you also have pea bacon, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, and that's
now pea bacon is top notch. Speaking of Canadian delicacies.
Yes. Well, see, there you go. So to me, that the hollandaise sauce, that's cool. If you've got a slice of pea bacon too.
Oh, pea bacon's delicious.
Okay.
So there is also a few national days here that I don't know what they mean. But I'll give a credit to them. It's National Pathways Day, which looks like healthcare. National Healthcare Decisions Day.
Okay.
Get to know your customers day.
Hmm.
National Bean Counter Day.
Okay.
Which seems like the people that it's like a survey thing or whatever.
Oh, I was going to a nice way of saying National Accountants Day.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Bean Counter Day.
Okay.
Which it also makes me think of like a countertop that people put like beans inside of or something. I don't know. That's not what the photo is, but it's also National Orchid Day today.
Organ Day?
Orchid.
Oh, okay. No, I thought I was going to go, okay, is this where you donate an organ or you play an organ? I didn't.
Yes,
okay.
both. Actually, you have to do both at the same time or it's not National Orchid Day.
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I'm getting hearing aids next week.
Totally
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
It's
Fuck.
also National Banana Day today.
Okay,
I
cool.
love I love bananas. Love them. And National Auctioneers Day.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's the national days today.
Nice.
So happy National Day, everybody. Um, and National Week wise, it's Coin Week. Do you know any coin collectors?
No, I do not. No.
Okay. I know one, and he has a YouTube channel. But my uncle, I guess I can put my national pen away. Um, my uncle used to collect coins. And so I've always when especially when I was bartending, I always like to hold on to like special cool looking coins because it's cool every once in a while you find like super old one or like a nickel that had like the like edges and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, because they used to be made out of real nickel, but people used to shave off the sides, which meant that they weren't actually like the same weight anymore.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah,
See, I'm sorry. Coins do not really fascinate me.
they're not your thing.
No, no.
Are you more into like counting beans instead of coins?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, maybe not that either. No.
Maybe not so much. Um, okay, so for our question of the day today,
Okay.
I'm between two. My first one that came to mind is what is your favorite meal or dessert or baking that has a banana in it?
Ah. Okay. I would probably say banana muffins.
Mm.
And Ange also adds some chocolate chips, and she does this um, cream icing on it, like
Oh, the cream cheese?
yeah, like some
Oh,
yeah, it's like unbelievable.
cream cheese
Uh,
icing is delicious.
and so that would be my favorite.
Yeah. I would definitely say banana muffins are just like superior. Now I do like banana bread too.
Hmm,
But I think I do like muffins better cuz also you can cut them in half and have a better like butter to pastry ratio,
okay.
butter to muffin ratio. Chocolate chips in them are great. I may also say hot take, banana sundaes, like a banana split.
Hmm, okay.
I love
You
banana splits.
can have that one.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Or just like straight up bananas in Cheerios with a
Uh-huh.
nice piece of peanut butter toast.
See, now that's another thing too. Bananas on peanut butter toast. That's a
Yeah,
combo.
peanut butter banana sandwich, delicious.
Yep.
Very delicious. Tyler says chocolate chip banana bread with pecans. Great choice. Um, and my aunt used to make the best banana chocolate chip loaf. It was so delicious. It was a family recipe. Do you want to play first? Do you want me to play first today?
Well, you can if you want.
Okay. So, speaking of Canadian bands, I'll do a little Tragically Hip here for you.
Oh
I
wow.
I haven't done Tragically Hip in the last few weeks, have I? I had this like weird recollection that I thought I did. But
Well.
so this is a little Kingston band. Oh, we have banana cream pie, delicious, great choice. Uh,
Oh.
baked bananas with ice cream. That sounds amazing. Is it flambéed? Flambe banana, where it's like sugar, like they're like caramelized banana. Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Hmm.
Lorraine says she loves banana bread with anything in it. It's true.
Okay.
So this is a little tribute to hometown of Kingston. So super candidly, I played no Tragically Hip when I grew up. They were a Kingston band. I knew that they were there. Actually, when I bought my first PA system, the bass player for Tragically Hip was in the store, and he was like, "That sounds good," and I had no idea who he was. And then the shop owner was like, "Do you know who that was?" I was like, "No." He goes, "He's the bass player for Tragically Hip." And I was like, "Cool. Well, then I'll definitely buy the PA system." so,
Nice.
but it wasn't until Gord Downey passed and I had a gig that night that I learned a Tragically Hip song in his honor. And this is one of my favorite songs to play now. And I'm a big fan of their music. Kind of feel like I didn't quite know the significance of them and their music until I moved out of Kingston. So this is a little bit of the Tragically Hip. So here we go. First thing we climb a tree, and maybe then we talk, or sit silently and listen to our thoughts, illusions of someday, casting a golden light, no dress rehearsal, this is our life. That's when the hornet stung me, and I had a feverish dream with revenge and doubt. Tonight we smoke them out. You are hit by a century. You are hit by a century. You are hit by a century, and disappointing you's getting me down. There you go. It's a little condensed version.
A cool Kingston band. That's cool.
Heck yeah.
So I was noodling with the guitar. I'm at Ange's studio today, and anyway, this was the first single that I ever released. Was my first hit on MOR radio, Middle of the Road, which a format that doesn't exist anymore. And we released this in 1983. And a few years ago, I thought I should maybe add that, see if I can still play that song, which I had to get someone play a 45 on a record player over the phone.
No way.
Over the phone for me, so I could hear the lyrics and how the song, reminding me, because
that's funny.
Didn't have access to it outside of that. But anyway, this is called World of a Child. Looking back on yesterday, not worrying about who you are or where you're going to, and wishing you could take a daddy's hand and walk down the street together without any cares. And as a child, playing baseball after school, and punching girls who smiled at you, you thought you didn't like them. You never combed your hair, or had a bath and did a bath. They take you as you are. And you can't live in the world of a child anymore. Things are always gonna change, and you can't live in the world of a child anymore. Son, you gotta grow up someday. Son, you gotta grow up someday.
What a beautiful song.
Thank you. Thank you. And we ended up shooting a video, believe it or not. It was a class project. It was during my third year at Conestoga doing broadcasting, right?
Yeah.
And I already started working with Rick at that point. So we have a
Very
video.
Neat.
Don't know where the video is.
I hate when that happens. You'll have to find it. It exists somewhere out there.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
so cool. Oh, I love that. Well, thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, so if anybody is interested, I have 2 2 gigs this weekend, both on Saturday. I am playing at Slab Town in Uxbridge, starting at 2, and then I play at the Boathouse
Mhm.
um, at 7 back in Kitchener. And Holt's going to play with me for that, so I'm very excited.
Oh, awesome.
So if you're in and around the area of Uxbridge or Kitchener, please pop on out. And yeah, that's what I got going on this week. I'm very excited. I have Sunday off, so I don't know what I'll be
All right.
doing
Huh? What are you
with
gonna do with
that.
yourself? Ah,
Probably grocery shop.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
very
Yeah.
thrilling. Having said that, though, the weather is starting to get nicer, and Holt and I have been waiting to disc golf because we do really like
Yes.
going out and disc golfing.
Me too. Like I don't get. We're having a later start this year to the season.
Hmm.
Usually, the Masters was last weekend, and that kind of signifies when we usually start. Um,
Oh, okay.
but it's still being delayed. I think it may not be till next week
Oh, interesting. Well, the
because
Masters was cool. Seeing oh my God, what was his name? McElroy? No.
yeah, McElroy. Yeah, he
Yeah.
won second year in a row.
Yeah. And it was actually really cool. Holt was looking up some history on him, and his mom was a waitress, like worked basically his dad worked like a factory job, and she worked as a waitress just to put him like into golf lessons and all that kind of stuff. So he didn't necessarily grow up in like a family of privilege that, you
Mhm.
would assume someone of that um kind of accomplishment grew up in. So it was cool to we did a little bit of reading on him and who he was, but worth the read. But cool to watch. I love the walk.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the family and all that kind of stuff. I always think that's so fun.
I'd love to play there someday.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to arrange that, but that's cool, and that's the first major. So that often again too signifies start of golf season. So
Right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very cool. Well, if anybody has any hookups to get Jamie into playing that course, please let us know. And also, our buddy Tyler has a question for you. He said, Jamie, are you a Lyle Lovelet fan? I'm going to see him in September.
Very cool. I'm a huge Lyle Lovett fan, and which I wouldn't be surprised if he's from Texas.
Ah, he's from Texas, I can tell by
But he
the
was.
way.
There's a cool time. We can talk about this in another show, but from 1980 to 85, country music had a lot of really cool, interesting bands and performers
Hmm.
that broke through that might have not necessarily been considered country.
Oh,
Um,
Tyler said he is.
yeah, there you go.
So
See,
there you go.
great
Full
singer.
full circle there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we'll also just give a quick little shout out to a few of our friends that have tuned in here today. Marco Grady's on here, says, hi, you two. Jesse J. Peck from the States is on here, says, happy Thursday. Buddy Dave Menard commented a red balloon. So that's fun. Not sure what that means. It reminds me of It, the clown movie, though. Um, my friend Danny is on here. She says she's tuning in from Joshua Tree, California.
Nice.
So she must be traveling. Very cool. Todd Garlow, our buddy, says, ooh la la. And JP, our friend, hello, Jesse and Jamie from Eastgate Square Mall here in Hamilton, Ontario.
Cool.
Lorraine, our friend, is here. She says she loves listening to us. And our friend Grace says, I hope you come sing in Woodstock or Stratford. I think I do have a festival around there this summer, but maybe Jamie and I will have to put a little show together.
Because those are two places I've not played in a while. So yeah, we'll talk. We'll
We should
talk.
do that. We should do
Yeah.
that. I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Happy Coffee Talk. We will see you back here. We're live every Thursday, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time ish.
Yes.
And yeah, ish.
And
And
I may be in
go.
person. I believe I will be.
Ooh. Perfect. I'll see if I unlock my door. No, I'm just kidding. Have a good week, guys. Bye.